I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, maybe you'll get sick of being the monster out of my head, under my bed. Think you're something. To start off, I'll go in with my wig cap. As you can see there, make sure to choose a wig cap that closely matches your skin tone. That just helps everything blend in better. So you don't have to pull your wig cap this far like I did. I just like to do this to thin out the cap because the material is thick, and plus I can see my hairline better. So now I go in to cut my ear tabs. As you can see, I made the mistake of making it too big. So when you cut your ear tabs, you want them to be small. You just want to carve out your ear. You just want the wig cap to lay as flat as possible for when you spray whatever spray you're going to use. And in case you make the same mistake I made and cut a big hole into your wig cap, I'll show you in a second how I fix that. So now I just go in with my got2b and spray it along my hairline. As you can see, I brush it back with my finger. With got2b, you never know how far it's going to run or how far you're going to spray. So just make sure to work in smaller sections, especially if you're a beginner. If you're using a blow dry, make sure to use a cool setting. I had to air dry. So once it's dry, this is what it'll look like. Now you'll just go ahead and lift the cap as gentle as possible and just cut along the cap. Make sure you cut as closest to your skin as possible. So you just want to cut about a ½ an inch away from your hairline, or you can always just go in and just place your wig on your head and just measure for how far you want the wig to lay. That will give you the best measurements. I did cut the material too far from my hairline, as you can see, but I did go in and fix that when I placed the wig on my head. I'm just lifting a little bit of the material as I go, and then I'm just cutting. So if there's a little bit of excess now, you can go ahead and just lift it a little bit like I'm doing now, and then just cut it off. And you can go ahead and add some more got2b spray, and then that will help it blend a little more. So since I was not using a blow dry, I did not wait for this to dry, guys. So if you want it to blend, as you can see there, make sure it dries properly. So I just get the excess piece, put it on top of my head, and later I noticed that I put it too far, so I did go ahead and push it forward a little bit. So this is how I solved the mistake I made. So now I go ahead and grab my foundation. I put some on my hand, as you can see, and then I just use my makeup sponge to place some on my wig cap. This just helps the wig cap blend a little more. It makes it look more skin-like. So after placing the makeup on my wig cap, that's when I'm gonna go in and clean up the excess makeup and got2b and everything that's on my skin. You want to go in and do this before you install the wig. I will also go in and tint the lace at this point. Now for the wig is from Aaliweya. I ordered the wig off of Amazon, and it is 22 inches in length and 180 density. Guys, this wig is very beautiful. I love the highlight. It came with 2 wig caps, eyelashes, 2 hair clips, and a hairbrush. It does have edges in the front. It is slightly pre-plucked, as you can see. And look at that highlight, guys. So I did comb back the edges so you can just see what the lace looks like. They say it's HD lace, but in my personal opinion, I think it's transparent. So now I just go ahead and cut off the lace in the back because you don't really need it. And I also like to cut off the comb in the middle of the head in the wig. So you can go ahead and cut that off, or it is really up to preference. I better not text or I'll come off desperate. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead. So when I receive a new wig, I usually like to just wash it in some conditioner just to remove the wiggy smell, but this wig doesn't really have a strong smell that's gonna bother anyone. I just like to wash my wigs. I'm not sure why, but it's all up to preference. Like I said earlier, I did go in and just tint the lace. If you don't know what tint is, it's just you applying some foundation, whatever matches your skin tone closely to your lace, just to help it look more skin-like. So this is how I placed my wig onto my head. I just used the comb in the back to just tuck it underneath the wig cap and my cornrows. Now I just go in and comb the hair back, and I'm just trying to measure to see how I want the wig to lay. I just want to see if the ear tabs are in the right place. If the wig cap is at the back, you want your wig to sit in front of your wig cap, and for your wig cap not to show at all. So now you'll just go in and check. If you have a hot comb, this is the best time to use it, because as you can see, I was struggling a little bit. You'll need to make sure that the flyaways don't get in your way at all, so that's why I was using the comb. I did have to go in and cut off the wig cap by my sideburns again, guys. My sideburns come out too far, but yeah, so just make sure to measure when you put the wig on to see if you need to cut the wig cap a little more. So now I just go in and clip the hair backwards with the hair clips I got with the wig, and then I go in just to cut my ear tabs. Before you do this, you want to make sure that you measured your wig properly and you know how you want it to sit. Since my head is so big and the wig was small, I didn't have to cut too much. All I had to do was cut down the lace you see there that is on top of my ears. Sometimes when the wig is big, you'll see that the hair will lay all over your ear. So all you have to do is get your comb, carve out your ear, and then cut off whatever lace and hair is on top of your ear. But you need to just be careful when you're doing this. Next, I'll just go in and cut 2 slits on my lace. This will just help when I'm gluing the lace on. So if you're a beginner, I advise to go in and cut 3 rather, because this will help you work in smaller sections and neater. I go in with some got2b glue on my sideburns. As you can see there, I just like to add some of the got2b glue on my sideburns just to make sure that it holds the wig in place while I spray on the got2b free spray. And then I'll go in and just wash my hands off just to make sure I don't touch the rest of the wig with the got2b glue. So now go in with your got2b spray once again and just spray it along the first section of the hairline. If you're a beginner, I'd advise you to start from the middle. I'm not sure why I started from this side, but the combing motion I'm doing there just helps the hair lay flat, especially if you're not using a hot comb like I am. So once the spray dries, just lift it off your face just like I'm doing, and then start cutting. When you cut, make sure you cut jaggedy, not straighty, if you understand what I mean. And I always just make sure to follow the hairline, as you can see there, and then I lift where I need to lift, because I can always just go back and use more got2b spray. I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion. Even though I offer all of the solutions, I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you, I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't strong. So since I have a 5th head and not a 4th head, I do decide to go in and just cut off the edges the wig came with, as you can see, because I feel like the wig hairline comes down too far. So again, just make sure not to cut straight. Make sure you cut your lace jaggedy, like I said before. And I did not show the rest of how I cut off the lace because I did not want this video to be too long since it already is. But you're just gonna use the same steps and cut off the lace on the other side as well. So once you're done, grab your free spray and just spray around the perimeter of your hairline just once again, and just make sure to tie it with an elastic band, a silk scarf, whatever you have. I'm gonna use a do-rag on mine. Just make sure it's tight enough and it's going over your ears, and once it's dry, this is what it's gonna look like. So once it's dry, I'm just gonna go in and check if it's dry, and if there's any flyaway stuck to the got-to-be glue, I just go ahead and comb them out with the comb, and then I just go ahead and use my wipe and just clean up my face. So now just go in and cut off all the excess lace that I see on the side, and then just go ahead and spray more got-to-be if you have to do that. I just like to check to make sure that everything is the way I want it to be. So now just go in and plug a little bit of the hairline on the side because I felt like it was too dense for my liking. So if this video has been helpful to you in any way so far, don't forget to click the like button.
Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palms.
So guys, I had to stop recording. This is the second day because I have a family, a husband and children, little baby to take care of, and I also did my nails in case you didn't notice. So I did just go in and cut out some sideburns, as you can see. And guys, I would advise you not to use got-to-be glue on your sideburns. As you will see later in the video, it made my sideburns feel very hard and frozen. So if you do use got-to-be on your edges or your sideburns, make sure to use a small amount. So I'll just go and make a little line. So right now I switched on the iron already. So I think that's straight. I'll just grab some foam and just put some of it on my hair just to help it lay flat, and then I'll go over this with the iron. So guys, I do have a straightener, but for some reason it stopped working, so I have to get myself a new one. So at the moment what we're gonna do is use a clothing iron. I don't keep the heat on one side too long. I keep moving around. I put it down, I pick it up, put it down, I pick it up. So just be careful when you're doing this in case you decide to do this. This is the part where I'd have to say, don't try this at home. But guys, this is very beautiful, soft hair. This is very beautiful. Like, I will order hair from Aaliweya again because like this is cute. Just look at that. Just a bit of foam, iron. So this side looks like it doesn't want to lay down, so we're just gonna add a little bit more foam. Flat. So guys, I don't bring the heat close to my forehead, as you can see. Just put it down, pick it up, put it down, pick it up. That's the motion. Don't keep the heat in one place for too long. It is lace, remember that. So once again, I'll just go in with my hot brush. I'm just trying to straighten the hair out so we can go in and do the sock curls. So this is my first time trying the sock curls, so we'll see how that turns out. So now I'm just gonna go in with my contour and just blend the sides a little more. So guys, I'm not really a makeup person, as you can see, so I will be using cotton swab for this. And then this is the makeup I'm gonna be using, the contour, and then we're just gonna get some of that and go for a darker shade, make it look more like your natural skin. Look at that. So we'll just do that on this side. And another tip, when you're doing wig installs, make sure your natural hair is as flat as possible, because I only had about 5 cornrows. You can see it makes my head look very big, and I can actually see how thick it is now that I look at it. Look at that, guys. So natural. So here I'm just gonna go in and just twist a little bit. Get my foundation. Go ahead and just get some of it on your comb, and then I just go through it with the comb. Just helps it like go straight into where you want it to go. So guys, I got some socks. They're my husband's old socks. He doesn't really wear them anymore, and don't worry, they're clean. So they're the longest I could find. So that's what we're gonna use. I'll go ahead, I'll do the rest, and then I'll come back for the final reveal in the morning. To do the curls, I get the sock and just put it on my head. Make sure that there's a piece sticking out at the top, and then I'll just place the clip to hold the sock, and then grab a piece of hair, twist, and then let it go over the sock. Hold it with the other hand, and then I'll grab another piece, twist, and then add it to that piece that I'm holding in the other hand. And then I'll twist both, just as you can see there, and then just let it go over the sock once again, and then grab a new piece, and then just add it onto that piece after twisting, and then let it go over the sock once again. So you'll keep repeating this until you get to the end.
You don't ever want to give me wings. You don't ever want to set me free. But if I lay down and I play dead and I stay dead, baby, you'll get sick of being the monster.
You'll just keep on twisting, and once you get to the end, you'll remove your hair clip just like I did there, and then just make a knot with the socks. This will help the hair not unravel at all. So once I'm done with that, I'll just grab my got2b and just spray some on the hair just to make sure it sits overnight, and that will just help it hold. It is the next morning and it's time for the big reveal, so I'm just gonna loosen. Okay, so I'm just gonna remove all of this, and then we'll see how this looks. Guys. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Wow, I'm actually loving this, guys. This looks cute. So I'll just go ahead and remove the rest, and then I'll come back.
Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever want to give me wings.
So guys, this is how the hair turned out. I love the curls so much, but I went a step further and just ran my fingers through the curls just to see what that would give. I think this is the best hair I've had yet. I love this hair so much. And no, the video is not sponsored. This is my personal opinion. As you can see, the hair looks cute in straight. It looks cute in curls, like it can hold a curl. So yeah. Don't forget to subscribe for more of this content coming your way, and click on the video on your screen right now to watch how I did knotless braids on myself, and I will see you there. Thank you very much for watching.